Australians have also told Hack the platform is doing nothing to stop sexual assault, and with blocking features only available to paid users, there are growing concerns. Hack reporter Joanna Lauder has more.
Specifically with Grindr, there were a few issues that came up that were really problematic. As you said, fake accounts really flourish on Grindr, and that's because a lot of people use Grindr, and sometimes for very good reasons. They use it anonymously, so they don't have their real name or they don't have any photos. But that really allows some of these safety issues to flourish. And we've spoken to someone who was assaulted, and then their attacker was able to keep creating new profiles. So they would block the person, they would report the person, and they just pop up with another account. And that kind of kept happening. And we've heard that that really is quite a widespread problem because of the verification systems with Grindr. A lot of people don't report it because they don't know how to go about reporting. That can be really difficult. A lot of the time, it's not a really simple function on these apps. A lot of people also don't report to police because they find that that can also, they have concerns about speaking to police. And often when they do, they're not really happy with the response that they get. Either they don't hear back, or again, their attacker will pop back up and come online, and nothing is really done to rectify these bigger systemic issues. There are some pretty easy wins that Grindr could do in terms of making them feel more safe. Again, some verification systems. They were saying even something as simple as you have to sign up, you have to use a mobile phone number as well as an email, because at the moment it's quite easy to create an email, whereas if it was something where you had to also put in a phone number, it would stop people from creating so many new accounts. They also talked about maybe if there was a way to privately verify accounts or your identity to the company. That doesn't mean you have to be out on the app. It just means that you could have confidence if you were using it that the person you're speaking to is a real person and who they say. Another thing that came up that you mentioned before was Grindr has this function where unless you're a paid premium user, you only get a maximum of 10 blocks for people a day. And so that means, essentially a lot of people have told us, and some advocates have told us, that these kind of safety features, they really shouldn't be a paid premium service. It should be available to everyone. And just one other one as well, Grindr operates a little bit differently to, say, Tinder, for example, that there's no opt-in. You don't have to swipe and agree to chat to someone. Anybody can message anyone. And so that's something they said potentially could change.
New research has found access to the latest